If you would like to join me while I show you what I am currently using my B6 Stalogy for, then stay tuned. So I thought I would pop on here and show you guys, give you sort of like an updated what I'm using my B6 Stalogy for. So a lot of you guys know I have a lot going on in my brain. So I am still currently using my Rosa with my sort of hybrid rings here. There is a video for my wellness planner where I show using this, but I am currently using this still as things go. I still don't have like a whole lot that I'm doing yet, mostly just helping my husband with his business and studying. So I don't have like tons of appointments or anything to do right now. So I am still using this for planning, whereas I really have kind of fallen away from planning in, well, I shouldn't say that, from planning my schedule in my B6 Stalogy. So let's go ahead and get right into this, and we will talk about what I'm actually using my Stalogy for now. So I currently have my Stalogy in a B6 Lila. I always say Lila and it's supposed to be Lila. I like Lila better, but okay. A B6 Apunto from Gillio, and this is their Apoca leather. It is starting to get a nice little shine. It has this like little wrinkle on the back. You can kind of see that there. I do talk about this in one of my other videos as far as I do love the natural variation. I just do wish, honestly, that the prices were a little bit lower for slightly lower grade leather. I said it. Dun dun dun. Okay, so let's go ahead and get right into this. So on the side here, it's pretty minimal. As you can see, I have a little washi card. I have some sticky notes. I have this little, what do they call these? Like a task card, I guess, with little to-dos on it. Oops. That are not sticking anymore. I don't know why that's not sticking. Interesting. So yeah. So those are just some little to-do things, and honestly, I haven't used them. I'm not gonna lie. They're cute, but I haven't used them. So, oops, there we go, and I'm like bending them up and whatever. So anyway, I thought maybe when I made them, I was like, oh, it'd be a good idea and it'd help keep me on track, and no, it hasn't, but whatever. So, and then in the side here, I have a Simply Gilded card, like little, I guess they call it a journaling card. And then some cloth and paper stickers, which I haven't used yet, which is fine. These I actually purchased in bulk from Amazon, and they come with a number of different colors, and I can link that below so that y'all can see that. This is a check that I have to put in the bank, and I'm taking that out. Okay, and so then here is my Stalogy. It is in a Lauren Phelps clear cover. And I do have a number of different little cards that I made, and I can't get this one out, can I? Maybe. This is just like, you can use this to rip your washi with. I just thought it was really cute because, you know, butterfly life. You know, anything to do with the thyroid, I'm like, yep, it has a butterfly on it, gotta have it. And this one I just love because it's so fitting for today, but it says, come on now, never be afraid to trust an unknown future to a known God. Corrie ten Boom. I don't know if you've ever read her story. It is very, very inspiring. She was, her whole family, not just her, but her whole family ended up being taken into prison for harboring Jewish people during World War II, and most of her family were killed or just died from being taken care of so poorly while they were in prison. And her story is just so inspiring because it's a story of forgiveness, you know, still being able to forgive your enemy amidst something so heinous and so horrible, and yet they were still able to do that. And just the journey of her learning that as she goes through it. She just has some amazing books out there. Corrie ten Boom is her name if you're interested. So then you guys saw that I had these tip-ins that I had put in here with washi tape when I first made this. And then I have my birthday log and holidays, and then basically a forward planning thing, which, you know, it's 2020. There's no planning going on. No plans. All the plans were canceled. So you can see I was using this as sort of a catch-all planner as I was going through, and I had trackers and a medical tracker. And, you know, I was doing decent and also using it for like pen testing and stuff. But then I just kind of got to the point where I literally was just making out lists, and I didn't necessarily even need my list to be every day. I just needed a list. So, and I do flip-flop back and forth between like having a full-on planner and just having lists that I go through. So August, I think, was the last month I used it. Not even. I set it up for August. I used my trackers in August, but that was it. So basically after that, it sort of became a use it for whatever. Brain dump, processing book, whatever you want to call it. I like to call it a processing book because that works out well for me. These 2 pages I'm not like super sharing, but those, because I want you guys to be surprised, obviously. Those are my pages for some customs coming from Venda Spec. And so then I went through, and I'm just moving right by so that we don't have to talk about that right now, because I want y'all to be surprised when I get it so you can see. But let me zoom in some here. So this is me processing out my, and I just labeled it video brainstorming, how I tricked my brain into planning. These were notes that I took as I went through it. This was one I was going to do. Maybe I'll still do it. I don't know. It was an idea, but I'm not sure I'm going to do that video. And then I did do this one, although even though I wrote notes here, I sort of didn't go off the notes when I did that video. And then this was just a company I wanted to check out. And then this is an ink that I put in one of my fountain pens. And so I will continue on this same exact page when I fill different ones up, so I can just come back and have a reference of what it is that I actually had in there if it's an ink that I really like. This is actually very private information that I have covered up. And then this was just some information to help me remember how I needed to post my videos on YouTube. And then this again, so you can just kind of see me processing things a little bit. So I had a bunch of planners that I had to sell in order to get the Canterbury Bells ostrich that I have that is in the works. And then I was just kind of taking notes on that one. So I will show you, this one is a personal wide in the Canterbury Bells. Let me show you. I have to show y'all a picture of the swatch because it's gorgeous. Look at that purple. It's coming off definitely darker on camera than it is, but it is so pretty. So this is me basically just processing that out in the actual needs of what I want in my planner for sure. So this one's going to be a personal wide. Excuse me, y'all. I am really struggling with my asthma today, mostly because I really am trying to air my house out, which I do tend to struggle with my allergies and my asthma. So having my windows open like makes it difficult for me to breathe, but it just helps circulate some nice fresh air into my house. So I just sort of struggle through it, but that's a bit of an aside. And the fact that my house is being taken over by stink bugs. Oh, good night, y'all. How come nobody told me I was gonna have to deal that when I moved south? Yeah, so my husband and I we have found a product that's supposed to be really safe that you can spray on the outside of your house. And so we are purchasing that so that we can try and take down the stink bug population in our area. And you're welcome to anybody that might live close. So these are the things that are a must in my personal wide. So a little teeny side story, y'all know I get off on my bunny trails, but a side story, I have sold a ton of planners. And I'm not just saying to get to this point, but I have sold a ton of planners in the past. I've had customs made that just weren't right for me, or I didn't think I was going to use them enough and I sold them. But the only one planner that I regret selling is my personal wide Parm. Now, I don't regret it because of the color. I do love the Parm. I have it in an A6, and that probably is the only thing I'll own in that color. But I do regret not having that size anymore. So I really want, because I can use it for either a work planner, or I can use it for a wellness planner when I'm not doing like my hybrid ring thingy that I was talking about at the beginning of the video. I can use it for that too. So I really do regret not having a personal wide. It's probably one of the only ring planners that I will have and use consistently, other than my little fat pocket Versa that I have for my on-the-go planner. Still absolutely loving this for on-the-go. And this is like the only one that I will put my plans in here first, and then it disseminates through the rest of them. So this is the one that I like go to if a doctor's office calls me and says, hey, we need to make an appointment for XYZ. I go to this one to put it in. This way I know it's always in one spot. I want to, and this does sit on my desk. I haven't been taking it with me to simple places like Wally's or food shopping. I just take it with me when I go to appointments. So, and mostly it's because of Rona, and I don't want to have more than I need with me when I'm out and about, which isn't very often. But when I am out, obviously to get food and like absolute necessities, then I just take my little Gilio Intelligent wallet, which y'all, it is my favorite wallet, hands down still. I mean, maybe someday I'll find something else that I like. I have seen a couple people have sent me some ones that I like, definite bunny trail here, that also have like a little zipper for coins. That would be magnificent, because it's the only thing that is the downside about the Intelligent wallet is that I don't have a spot to put a few coins. That's it. Other than that, I absolutely love it. No complaints about that at all whatsoever. So that's definitely one of those things that is, I would say, if anybody said, what would you definitely recommend from Gilio, hands down with no issues, that would be it. The little teeny Intelligent wallet. It's just amazing. Okay. So personal wide. So this is me kind of processing out exactly what I need. I watched some videos, and this is just some notes that I had taken from SM Plans. I had talked to Sierra on Instagram, and I was just, talking to her about the parm that she had made, and I didn't realize that she literally laid out all of the customs that she's done on her website, which is super cool because it's just really easy to find that info, and I just was dumb and clueless and didn't see it. So anyway, thank you, Sierra, for that. So basically these are the must-haves that I am going to be putting in my personal wide. I made the decision, going to be full quill inside and out. I'm super excited about that. This is a color I've been waiting for 2 years. They have been out of stock because they were sort of limited on their stock, and now it's back. So I'm super excited. So then this is me processing. Okay, these are all the planners that I have left in my stash. So, and I know it's still 2 pages worth. It's still quite a bit. These obviously here are ones that are being made. So I have a lavender that's basically just a B6 Codex. Oh, sorry, that says Canterbury. Lavender's down here. That's just a B6 Codex. And then my Canterbury Personal Wide. This one will be coming in a few weeks. And then this one is probably still a couple months out at least. Probably closer to Christmas or the beginning of the year. So this one's a ways out before it will actually come. But so basically what I did was I listed my ring planners, and then I listed all my B6s, which is my jam. Y'all know this. So these are my B6s here and here. And then my A6, I have basically 2, and then I have 1 weeks. So that's what I'm down to. I had a bunch of weeks, sold all those. I had some A6 Apuntos. I sold those. I am going to sell my Prince B6 Outlander, and I'm not sure. For now, I think I'm going to keep my Duchess Folio because I really like it. Look, do I have it right here? Yes, I do. Let me show y'all because I haven't shown it in a video, so might as well bunny trail some more, right? Whoa! Look how cute that is. Mailman's here. Nothing good today, I don't think. No. So yeah, it has like beautiful stretch marks. So this is for this kind of leather and stretch marks. The $80 to $100 price point is a little bit more what I would expect to pay for stretch marks and such. So I'm okay with paying that for a straight folio. But yeah, this is such a pretty color, y'all. It's tough to get it. It's not coming off true to color, but it is really pretty. And I think this is, out of the two, the one that I'll keep because I don't really need two. So we shall see. But anyway, so this is me kind of just processing out what I have to make a decision on what I need to sell. So then I just kind of wrote, which is probably hard for you to see, but I wrote in green that I need to sell that one as well. There are some on here that I actually still currently have that are for sale that aren't listed here. So since I was already in the process of selling them, I thought, nah, I'm not going to list it. So basically what I did was I wrote out with my B6s what I'm using each thing for, and I figured that that would be good for me to just kind of decide what its future plan was going to be when the next one came. So that's sort of why this one is going, because I just don't need that many B6s. And yes, I could have it just sitting and not using it, but I really do like to actually use them. And I try not to get too many more than I can actually use. So that's just my own personal preference. But so this is what I'm using all the different ones for. So obviously the Lila, as you can see, this is sort of like a brain dump processing book. My burnt pink is it's actually my gripe journal, y'all. So like, yeah, I'm gonna get into that. But I do have a gripe journal. So it's in my burnt pink. And then my black Croco is the one that is currently housing my Wonderland for next year. Super excited about that. Then my Duchess actually has sermon notes. So like whenever I listen to a sermon and take notes on it, there they are. So that's kind of cool to have that. And then my Prince Outlander is, I don't know if I'd really call it a junk journal or what, but it's sort of a journal, like where I put tidbits of like new stuff that I ordered that came in and that kind of thing. And then my Maverick is sort of a junk journal in the process. I don't know if I've shown this before. There isn't much of anything in it. It's mostly me collecting old things so far. There's no writing in it. I haven't done any writing in it. I'm still working on it and not deciding whether or not I want to keep it or what. I don't know. So anyway, that's that. And then my Parms in the other room, that's for my 5-year gratitude. And I do have a Naname Cafe Notes in an A6 size in a Prince Outlander. And that one I am keeping. I just use that. I write brain dump. It's for now, I'm probably going to switch it up and use it for the pulling it out here, for the A6 day free, so that I can do a day per picture per page in here. I'm probably going to use it for that for now, until one of my customs comes. And then basically I just use it with the Naname for notes. And I'm not even really going to say brain dump because that's what this is, but I just use it for notes, like when, just say, I don't know, like phone numbers or just something where I have to be able to write it down, and I don't care if I just end up throwing it away later or whatnot. So I put that in there. The stuff that I keep in this Stalogy notebook is stuff that I really want to be able to come back to. down the road and say, okay, I know that my process for this planner was in here. Just like, I can show you, no, that's the wrong one. Goodness, I have too many Stalogies. Just like my old Stalogy. So, like here. So this was like my processing for a B6 and a personal wide that I had, and a personal, which it's all gone except the personal, which I don't use it for that anymore anyway. But so like here I have specifics on things that I purchased. So this, like, I paid for my burnt pink. So in January, I'll have had my burnt pink. Well, maybe February. I think it's February. I'll have had my burnt pink for 2 years. 3 years? 18 to 19, 19 to 20. Oh my goodness. I'll have had it for 3 years. That's crazy. So yeah. So basically, you know, I just kind of go through and, oh, if I need to go back and look at something. So I had gone back in here from 2018 and saw my parm that I had ordered, and I had made my parm 2.2 centimeters wider on both sides, and it was too big, way too big for me, too square. So that's why I was talking to Sierra about the 1.8. But anyway, my point is, it just makes it nice to have a book that you can come back to and reference for certain information that you were trying to process out before. So that is a 30 or 40 minute video saying all of that. So I do still have like my car maintenance and certain purchases and shops and stuff like that in the back of this, which again is just nice to be able to reference and come back to. I am going to end this video because I'm talking too much and getting off on too many bunny trails, and it is way too long. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will link whatever in the description down below. They are affiliate links through Amazon. And otherwise, I will see y'all in the next video. Bye!